Good evening. Now, I talked to Mayor Wells before today's city council meeting got started, and he told me he thought this was a done deal 2 weeks ago after it was voted down. But then he says another city council member made some changes to the resolution, and they both brought it back before the city council today.
What's different this time is I offered an amendment to the mayor to see if we could get this passed because all of us agree we're not a sanctuary city.
El Cajon City Council member Steve Goebel says his goal is to make sure law enforcement is protected.
But if we're going to talk about using our police officers to the extent allowed by law, I want to make it very clear that we have their backs. And so I am asking for an amendment to seek indemnification from the U.S. Attorney General's office for anything that we might do lawfully in the course of duties.
I think that, they should vote with their heart the way they did the prior time, which is listen to their constituents, reject an anti-immigrant resolution that would impact people who live in El Cajon and people who do business in El Cajon.
Pedro Rios with the American Friends Service Committee and a group of protesters met at noon on Tuesday to raise their concerns about the resolution at the heart of El Cajon's city council meeting. The wording says it's a resolution of the city council of the city of El Cajon declaring the city's commitment to ensure the public safety of all residents and asserting the city's intent to comply with federal immigration law to the legal extent permissible for the sole purpose of removing violent criminals from our community. It goes on to say the city will seek indemnification from the U.S. Attorney for actions taken by El Cajon's police officers. Goebel says that means this time the resolution protects police. Rio says he's still against the new amendment.
There probably has been some strong arming taking place. Maybe the mayor was getting his council members to fall in line and suggesting that if they don't, then maybe they'll have political backlash from people that support them.
57% of the people that live in El Cajon voted for Donald Trump just a couple months ago. They knew exactly where Donald Trump stood on immigration. That was the hallmark of his campaign. So I think if you really want to look at what the people think, they think that immigration needs to be reformed.
Now, it is a packed house inside of the city of El Cajon's city council chamber with people on both sides of the issue in line waiting to speak out and let their voices be heard. Now, we've also heard that threatening voice messages have been sent to some elected officials here in the city of El Cajon. When I asked Mayor Wells about that, he says that does happen from time to time on issues like this, but he does not support or condone that type of activity. We'll keep you posted on how the vote turns out. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.